ladies and gentlemen, my name is Red Dragon, and today we're going to move on to the next step in the German cruiser line, and that is the Dresden. Yep, this adorable little St. Louis looking thing is the German Tier 2 cruiser. Very, very similar to the St. Louis in the way it's designed, in the way the guns are laid out, and such like that. So let's quickly take a look at it. First of all, I've got mine fully upgraded because so many research points. XP, there we go. I'm using my brain. It's not War Thunder. Yes, so much XP earned while playing these ships. Let me back my mic up from my face, practically kissing it. Excellent start to the video. Best YouTuber, 10 out of 10, MLG. Anyway, so the Dresden. First off, we have 1,700 hit points, definitely stronger than the Hermelin was. She has, when you first get the Dresden, she has 10 main battery guns. When you upgrade her, she has 12 105mm guns, stationed in 4 turrets on the deck, 2 forward, 2 aft, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in each side. No, 5 in each side to count. Red Dragon, Jesus. Yes, 5 in each side. I am so good at math. So that means she can bring 7 guns to bear on each side of the ship. So yeah, comparable to the St. Louis. She does have the same problem the Hermelin did, however. In the few games I've played, when she gets focused by more than one enemy ship, you're going to start taking damage very, very quickly. She's not as heavily armored as the St. Louis, I don't believe. Let's double check that real quick. Let's fact check myself so I don't look like a complete moron. Oh yeah, St. Louis has 102mm max armor, the Dresden has 50mm max armor, so yeah, definitely don't brawl with it like the St. Louis, but as far as gun firing time and stuff like that, it can put out rounds at 16.7 rounds a minute, so that's decent fire rate. Plus, you got 7 guns doing that constantly, and the turret turn time means nothing because 2/3 of your guns are already in the side of the ship, so you just have to point the side of the ship at your target. The AA guns, we don't even care. There's 4 7.92mm machine guns. It's not important. You're not going to come up with it against aircraft, and if you do, you're boned anyway. Maximum speed of 25.5 knots, and a rudder shift time of 4.9 seconds. So, okay rudder shift time for a cruiser, decent speed. It'll be detected on the surface at 9.5 miles, but the guns only fire out to 8.9 when fully upgraded. So, yeah, typical low-tier cruiser ratings, in my opinion. It is weaker than the St. Louis and other comparable cruisers around her. Around her tiering. So you do have to play cautiously. You can't just charge in willy-nilly hoping to get kills right, left, and sideways. You do have to be a little bit more strategic about how you go about playing this ship. Caca. Alright. So yeah, without further ado, let's take this thing out in a couple battles and see how she does. Alright, so let's look at our tiering. It is mostly German and Russian ships. We do have we have an enemy St. Louis. 2 enemy St. Louis. So, yeah, we are not going to be able to go toe-to-toe with them. They have more armor, and we do not. But we can definitely duke it out with some Kohlbergs, the Chesters, and the other Dresdens, and fend off these enemy destroyers as well. Alright, here we go. Let's power this baby up. And let's get cruising. Who do we want to stick with? Again, we're not going to charge right in. Let's turn off and see where everyone's going to go. You know what? we're going to stick with the St. Louis. I think that's going to be our plan. We're going to come buddy up with this guy. Also, real quick, while I'm thinking about it, in yesterday's videos, or, well, the previous videos, I don't know if this is going to make it up end of day Tuesday or the beginning of the day Wednesday. Depends on what happens in my life. But in the last videos I did, the Orlan and the Hermlin videos, I realized the gameplay was ridiculously loud, so hopefully I fixed that in this video. I changed some settings in my recording software, so hopefully it'll boost my voice and lower the gameplay volume. Also, if you did not catch it, I did do a video on the previous ship in the line, the Tier 1 Hermelin, so if you want to go check that out, calm down. If you want to go check that out, I would be most appreciative. Give it a like. And yeah, so Leia, we're going to follow this guy. Seems like a good idea. And are we going to get... Nope, the Kohlberg is not going to follow us. We got the Stroznivoys. Oh, nope, we got a Chester. We got a little cruiser line going here. A multinational cruiser line. Oh, there's a Kohlberg, a St. Louis. We're out of range. Oh, yeah, we got more cruisers than we know what to do with here. Chester. The Stroznivoys are sword fighting with torpedoes over there. Very cool. Alright. There's almost ships in range. The Wix is behind an island. This is very anticlimactic. Chokuma. Got some high explosive out. Behind the island? Yes, he is. That was weird. Listen to all those guns go off. And yet, very similar fire rate feeling to the St. Louis. You can just hold down the button and go to town. Let's switch sides. Load armor piercing for this St. Louis. There goes the AG. Decent amount of damage. Armor piercing. Armor piercing. Audios. Not liking that. Ripple fire. Alright, he's down. We haven't actually gotten a kill on anyone. There's the other enemy, St. Louis. I love being able to just look to the other side of my ship and immediately have gun turrets facing that direction. Yeah, that's not doing it. We're going to switch back to high explosives. Light some fires. I think there's something. If the gunfire sounds crackly, I think that's the game's audio file. I was having some problems with that in the Orlan. I think it was the Orlan gameplay. There was some crackliness with Dresden's gunfire when he was shooting at me. I think that's a bug that's going to have to get worked out. We lit him on fire. There's a Kohlberg trailing behind him that's getting fired upon by another friendly vessel, and it looks like we're actually hitting both of these ships, which I'm not going to argue with. Let's target the Kohlberg. No, I don't want to slow down. My hands are in the wrong position. Yeah, the St. Louis and I are going to outflank these guys. I like that. I like that a lot. We got an enemy Wix. Let's see if we can some shots with HG on him. Just behind him. Now focus the Dresden. Again, has not great armor, so I'm not going to fire high explosive out. Ship supported by other cruisers and destroyers and stay, you know, at a reasonable distance of engagement, you can do pretty well. We've taken minor damage. Oh no. We're gonna love tap here. Sorry about that. We'll turn off. I don't want to fire my guns and risk popping that guy in the face with one of them. Oh, he's turning. Alright. Good shots. Need all my guns. My kill. Yes.
Enemy cruiser found.
Oh look, there's the Wicks. Go away. Hit him. Hit him again. Let's turn back in.
Torpedoes to port.
Cut throttle. Yep, saw that coming. Oh, that St. Louis is done. Oh, no, he's not. Look at that. That was excellent captaining by the St. Louis there. Alright, that Wix is saying nope. Excellent little battle line we got going with the three of us. Is that Dresden going to stay with us? Is he going to stay with the party? There's only 3 ships left. There's the Wix behind that island. There's the Chester and the Kolberg. So where's this Wix gonna pop out of? I wonder. I think he might just be steaming off straight behind that island. I can't fire over this island, can I? Yes, I can. Alright, yeah, we're gonna try to fire this whatever that is, Chester. Yep, that Wix is hiding, waiting for us to come around this island. We're going to turn off a little bit and cut our throttle. I said cut our throttle. That was a great battle.
Roger, proceeding to assist you.
Yep. That guy's getting all sorts of focused. Let's turn in. We'll get some capture points. Excellent salvo of torpedoes. Unfortunately, just not to be. He did the right thing. He got his spreader torpedoes out, but we anticipated. And that guy is just fuck-alling away.
Many thanks. Let's give them a hard time. Stone the crows.
He's spamming those F keys. A lot of people don't like the F keys. You know what? I don't mind them. I mean, yeah, with anything like that, you're going to get people who spam them. But you know what? They're really useful. As opposed to typing out a whole sentence saying, hey, this guy is shooting him at me. Would you mind putting high explosive rounds into him? It's just easier to say, hey, I need fire support on that guy. By pressing one button. I'm thinking, let's go engage this Kolberg. Why not? Why not? Come on, hits. I'm short. Rotate the ship. Hits. There he goes. Alright. Decent first game in the Dresden. We sank a ship. We got 88 hits. Did some critical damage and set 2 fires. So, yeah, I am happy with that. How'd we do on our team? Middle of the road. Not bad. Not bad. Damage. 7.5. Carry the 2. Not bad on the damage. Excuse me. Little over 20,000. 21,000 about. Not bad. Let's see if we can do it a second time. Alright guys, here we are in the second battle in the German Tier 2 Dresden. And we are top tier in this game.
Good luck, everyone.
We've got all sorts of Tier 1s to shoot at.
Let's give them a hard time.
So, let's take a look. Who do we got? We're going to do the same. We're going to find a little group of people, and we're going to stick with them. Preferably, if I can get with another Dresden, that would be golden. So let's steam this way.
We'll go.
Let's stick with this Hermelin and this Dresden, if we can. Yeah. Looks like that's what we're all agreeing to here. Maybe. Come on, dude, come play with us. Don't go that way. Alright, we are going to stick with this Hermelin. It may not be the best idea in the long run, but hey. Why not? Let's do it. We got a Hermelin and a Dresden kind of coming. Yeah, they're coming this way. Yeah, we'll stay going this way. Why not? We'll cut throttle so we don't outpace our Hermelin. I love this game. It's so beautiful. Sorry, I was awestruck just by... Anyway, yep, sorry for the random awkward silence right there. I do enjoy this game. It is a lot of fun. And I've never really been a big naval fan, to be honest. I mean, yeah, ships are cool, but as I got older, I, started studying the history and started to enjoy them. So yes, ships are awesome, planes are awesome, tanks are awesome. War is not awesome, but the technology that comes from war, if I may say so, is pretty incredible and ingenious. Hermelin and a Dresden up ahead of us. I cannot hit this Hermelin to save my life. The Führer will not be pleased. There we go. There's also Starozovoy, and he is not dangerous as long as he doesn't get within 3 kilometers of me. Oh, get wrecked. Yeah, the German cruisers are kind of fragile. Fragile. Dresden, you have been chosen. Fire. 1,000 damage, I'll take it. 1,100
All
damage.
stations. Concentrate fire.
Oh god, there's so much gunfire happening right now. Now, duking it out with another Dresden is not an immediate death sentence. He is getting shot at by another friendly ship. Oh, he's getting close to my body. I'm gonna turn around. We don't want to ram. a salvo from the Hermelin, I believe that was. Speaking of Hermelins, don't blow up my main turrets, you assholes. Oh, you're all sorts of on fire, sir. Goodbye. Dresden boy, you're not close enough to hurt me yet, but you are trying to get close enough to hurt me. Stay away. Stay away. Kill it with fire. Kill it with fire. The Storozhnovoy, which I'll be playing in the next video that'll be out probably about a half hour after this one, or something along those lines, has 3-kilometer torpedoes, which don't sound that terrifying, but they go a ridiculous amount of speed. I think it's something like 70 knots. Alright, yeah, he's having a bad day. We're gonna turn because we had an Umakazi going by. He definitely can reach me with his torpedoes. There he goes, he's dead. And oh shit! That's an island. Alright, well, these things happen. These things happen. No one's perfect. Just put some fire into that smoke screen, why not? Back this ship up. We are the rear end of our fleet here. It's alright. It's not a death sentence yet. Kick this thing into all ahead full. And get the fuck out of here. So where are we at? We got 63 hits, 2 citadels, 2 fires, 1 ship sunk, and 3 critical hits. Not bad. Again, it plays like a lower tier St. Louis. It is weaker though, that's the key. It is definitely weaker. Hello, Orlan. Who is sailing much faster than I planned. Okay. You are not a threat. You are a threat. He's on fire. Targeted by an Orlan and a Hermelin and that Umakazi. Let's put some fire out toward that Umakazi and try to discourage him from fucking with us. Yep, torpedoes dead ahead. We're gonna adjust our course just to make sure we're not gonna run into those. Umakazis are dead. Orlan ran aground. Let's take advantage of that if we can. Gotta knock somebody out.
Enemy severely damaged.
Alright, that guy's gone. Good. Okay, so we got a Chester, and we do have a Hermelin creeping around back that direction in our cap. Do we want to go back and reset the cap? I think we have to. I think we have to do it for the fatherland. For the Fuhrer. Except this is a World War I, so this be we have to do it for the Kaiser.
It's a go.
We'll give our lives for Germany. I think he's parked back there. Nope, there he is. You little shit. Fun fact, the Hermelin is actually a more modern ship than the Dresden, even though it comes first in the tech tree. Oh, Hermelin, don't hurt me. What is love? Alright. Maneuver, maneuver, fire the guns, maneuver. We need citadels. Hit the ship, hit the ship, hit the ship. He's going behind the island. Hit the ship. Alright, he's definitely worse off than when we... Up, and I'm dead. Alright, we did our job. We reset the cap. We did some significant damage to him.
All stations,
not
I
bad.
require immediate assistance.
Calm down.
Hang in there. Help is on the way.
He's dead. So we got this guy over here, which he's gonna die. The full health Dresden versus a third health Hermelin or less. I think that's an easy match for him to win. I want to see what's going on with this Dresden over here. Oh yeah, he wins. Excuse me. Now the question is, where is that other cruiser? They have 3 Dresdens. No, they have 2 Hermelins left. One's about to die. Crap, did I get the Confederate Award? Hey, I got the Confederate Award. Oh, both the Hermelins are here. Let's look at... that guy. There it is. Go to town, Dresden. Duke Nukem. We're watching Duke Nukem. Fatality.
Concentrate fire on the enemy warship.
Really? You're the only one over.
Received. I'm on it.
Best let you get Duke Nukem get this kill.
That's how it's done.
There it is. There it is. Awesome. That was a great game. Another 88 hits again. Illuminati. 4 incapacitations, 2 ships sunk, 4 fire sets, 7 Citadel hits, and I think those were probably mostly on Tier 1 cruisers like the Orlan and the Hermelin. And 2 defended base awards. We top of the team. Booyah. Get wrecked. We damaged, I think. Look at all the ships we damaged. We sank an Orlan and a Hermelin, I believe. A Hermelin? Yep, a Orlan and a Hermelin. Look at that. So, we did 34,000 damage with our HE and 474 with fire. Not a bad day to be a German cruiser captain, in my opinion. So, that's the Dresden, Tier 2 German cruiser. What do you think? Do you like it? Are you going to play it? Are you going to focus the German cruiser line? Are you going to focus the Russian destroyer line? Are you going to stick with your good old American and Japanese ships that you already know how to play? Let me know in the comments below. Next up will be the Russian Tier 2 Storoznevoy, followed by the German Tier 3 Kolberg when I research and unlock it, which after these last 2 matches, I definitely have enough XP to do. So, thanks for watching and liking and subscribing and all the things that you do. Don't forget, check out the channel Facebook page, which will be in the video description below. And, like I said in the last videos, I'm thinking about starting to do some random live streams. So if you're up for that, let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.